Have you ever stood at the pump wondering what the real best fuel for your ride is? Does high-octane gas actually turn your car into a rocket? And are the wild stories about fuel made from garbage, CO2, or even algae actually true today? We're going to bust 10 classic myths and uncover some shocking truths about fuel, from the octane you use every day to the technology of tomorrow. Ready, buckle up, and let's hit the road. First up, let's bust myth number 1, the octane myth. More power or just more pay? Most of us assume that 93 octane gas has to be more powerful than 87. Think again, octane isn't Viagra for your engine. It's simply a measure of how well the fuel resists engine knock. The truth is, a gallon of 87, 89, or 93 octane gas contains the exact same amount of energy, good for about 20 to 25 miles depending on your car. Using premium fuel in a car that doesn't require it is like wearing a tuxedo to a backyard barbecue. It won't make you perform any better. Only high compression engines like those in sports cars truly need that 93 octane to prevent damaging knock. Here's a little secret: 93 octane in the US is the same as 98 to 99 octane in Europe. It's just a different rating system. So check your owner's manual or the inside of your gas cap. Your wallet will thank you. Moving on to point number 2, let's talk about something truly scary: engine knock, your engine's heart attack. Ever heard that scary metallic rattling or pinging sound from under the hood when you accelerate? That's your engine's cry for help. It's called detonation or knock, and it's a real nightmare. When you cheap out and put 87 in an engine that demands 93, the fuel ignites prematurely from the pressure, creating a shock wave that slams into the piston. The result: lost power, worn-out components, and eventually a massive repair bill. Modern cars can adjust timing to minimize the damage, but long-term use is a slow death for your engine. Did you know that knocking sound is like a series of invisible punches being thrown at your engine's internals? Stick to the octane rating your car was born to run on. Next up, we tackle myth number 3, premium gas in a regular car. Smart move or burning money? Do you pamper your standard car with 93 octane gas hoping it'll run better? Hold on, because you might be literally burning money. For a regular engine, premium gas provides absolutely zero benefit in power or miles per gallon during normal driving. A gallon of 87 octane is good for 20 to 25 miles, the same as its pricey alternative. There is one exception, however. If you're towing a heavy load or driving up steep hills in hot weather, premium gas can help your engine run a bit smoother. Otherwise, it's all waste. Fun fact: if your manual says premium fuel is recommended but not required, you're perfectly fine using regular 87 octane gas. That can save you a nice chunk of change over a year. Now for something that sounds like science fiction. Let's get into point number 4, fuel from garbage. It's real-life magic. It sounds crazy, but the garbage you tossed yesterday could power your commute tomorrow. Breakthrough technology is now turning household waste from leftover food to bioplastics into clean-burning biofuel. This fuel delivers performance on par with regular gasoline, around 20 to 25 mpg, but with the added superpower of protecting our environment. Here in the US, companies like Fulcrum Bioenergy are pioneering this revolution. Most cars made after 2002 are compatible, but it's always smart to check your manual. And get this: 1 ton of municipal solid waste can be converted into over 20 gallons of biofuel. While not at every pump yet, this is the future. Imagine filling up your tank and cleaning up the planet at the same time. Okay, for number 5, we need to discuss a dangerous imposter: 85 ethanol. See that pump labeled 85 and think it's a greener or better version of gasoline. Stop right there. 85, which contains up to 85% ethanol, is a specialty fuel meant only for flex fuel vehicles. If you accidentally put it in a standard car, your engine will run rough, feel weak, and the check engine light will likely pop on as a warning. While it won't cause immediate catastrophic failure, it's a serious mistake. A gallon of 85 will only get you about 15 to 20 miles because it contains significantly less energy than gasoline. Did you know, while ethanol is a renewable resource, it's not a one-size-fits-all solution? Always look for a flex fuel badge on your car or check your manual before even thinking about reaching for that 85 pump. From a dangerous imposter to the smokeless future. Moving on to number 6, hydrogen fuel. Can you imagine a car whose only emission is pure clean water? That's not science fiction. That's the power of hydrogen. This technology, championed by automakers like Toyota and Hyundai, allows a car to travel over 300 miles on a single tank, containing about 12 pounds of hydrogen. It burns completely clean, producing zero CO2. The biggest hurdle, hydrogen fueling stations are still rare, mostly concentrated in California. However, a hydrogen car like the Toyota Mirai can save its owner over 50% in fuel costs. Compared to a gas car in some areas, this is the dawn of a new clean era in transportation. Who knows, you might be one of the early adopters leading this green revolution. Alright, what about number 7? Let's talk about top-tier gasoline. Is it worth the hype? Ever notice the top-tier logo at certain gas stations? It sounds impressive, but is it worth the extra few cents per gallon? The answer is a resounding yes. Top-tier gas is certified to contain a much higher concentration of detergent additives than the EPA minimum, and it's recommended by major automakers like Toyota, BMW, and Honda. These additives act like a cleaning crew for your engine, preventing nasty carbon deposits from building up on fuel injectors and intake valves. This keeps your engine running stronger, longer. Did you know a dirty engine can lose up to 5% of its performance? Think of top-tier gas as a long-term investment in your car's health. A clean heart always beats stronger, right? For our 8th point, let's discuss something that sounds like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie: fuel from thin air. What if you could pull harmful CO2 right out of the atmosphere and turn it into gasoline for your car? This incredible technology is making the impossible dream a reality. Companies like Carbon Engineering are developing processes to capture atmospheric CO2 and combine it with hydrogen to create a synthetic carbon-neutral gasoline. This fuel is fully compatible with existing cars delivering about 20 mpg, but it recycles carbon instead of adding new carbon to the atmosphere. Here's a mind-blowing fact. A single plant could one day create over 100 gallons of this fuel per day. While still in its early stages, this is a giant leap toward turning our cars from part of the problem into part of the solution. Okay, we're nearing the end. For point number 9, let's get a little technical and follow the journey of a drop of gas. You fill the tank, but what happens next? Let's follow a single drop of gasoline. From the tank, it's pumped through a filter and along fuel lines until an injector sprays it as a fine mist into the engine's cylinder. Here, during the 4-stroke cycle, it's compressed with air and ignited by the spark plug, creating a controlled explosion that forces the piston down and generates power. Finally, the exhaust gases pass through the catalytic converter, which transforms over 90% of the harmful pollutants into harmless CO2 and water before they exit the tailpipe. Understanding this journey helps you better care for your car, from using the right fuel to changing your filters on time. Last but certainly not least, let's dive into number 10, algae fuel, the revolution from the pond. Could the tiny organisms in a pond really power your car? Absolutely. The technology to cultivate microalgae and extract its oil is sparking a biofuel revolution. This algae fuel can deliver fantastic efficiency between 22 to 27 mpg on par with regular gasoline, but it's incredibly eco-friendly, drastically cutting CO2 emissions. And get this, 1 acre of algae can produce up to 5,000 gallons of fuel per year, hundreds of times more than other biofuel crops. This fuel is compatible with most modern engines. While not yet available at your local station, algae is a top contender for the future of energy, helping us break our addiction to fossil fuels. So there you have it, 10 mind-blowing truths about the fuel you put in your car. Don't miss our next deep dive into automotive secrets. Hit that subscribe button to become a smarter driver, save money, and help protect the planet. And don't forget to share this so your friends can get in on these secrets too.